Hello, my name is Paula Muldoon and I'm the leader of the Cambridge Philharmonic, and in today's Season 2 episode of Desk Notes I'm going to be talking about the third movement of Mozart Piano Concerto K488. So I will play you the exposition and then we'll talk about it. So let's go back to the beginning and have a look at that. First of all, yes, I am using an open E string. I may revise that depending on how it goes, but I think it's quite fun to do it. If I were using an uncovered gut string, I would definitely do an open E string. The alternative is fingered, but that's just quite bold and I like it. So, first two notes. A lot of modern players would go so at the heel. However, I'm actually starting this in about here, so upper third of the bow. So breathing, very important. So it's two notes on the string. And then the longer down bow, we go to the heel for. So if I do it slower, this is not any longer of a stroke. I take the bow off the string and carry on to there. And then there's a double down bow there. Now, it's probably coming across extra, especially I haven't got my good microphone available today, sadly. There's a lot of that kind of sound, really quite in the string, actually. So there, you don't do any sort of retake, it's you just let the note die away a little bit, the first one, and then right in the string for those quavers. So, and then absolutely open E strings there. And I'm really feeling we don't really need to hear the open E string, that will pop. So slow motion, that's kind of what I'm doing. And then that's the end of the phrase there, same thing. Not a really sustained minim. It's just a para. It's a consequence of the first beat, and it happens to take up the space of two beats, but it shouldn't really be sustained. And here we don't go all the way to the heel, because that's a bit much. So kind of stay where you are. And I do a slightly tasteless slide there. Same again. And then when we get to bar 32, so we have to make sure always to shape these quavers. First of all, if you can see, I'm really in the string there. Really muscle it out. Really gutsy playing. And then all one thing. And then these crotchets. The classic upper half martelet. Think of it like a Donner-Kreutzer etude that you hope to never to play again. And we have to be really careful first violins not to rush this because there are quavers going on in other strings and we want to be nice to our colleagues. And make sure you don't hammer that A string. It doesn't have to be an open A. Bum, bum, bum. Phrase endings in classical music are pretty much always lightened so that it goes strong, weak when you end a phrase. The exception being if you've got an unexpected chord, a deceptive cadence as we call it in America, or an interrupted cadence, they call it here, then you might want to linger on it somehow, but you generally wouldn't punch it in any way. So we've got our Kreutzer etude, and we're thinking slow back, if anything, try to drag it there. Don't actually drag it, but you know what I mean. So from 40. So again, same thing, tam, pam. It's not fast and then slow. So fast initial bow stroke, and then you slow it down. And I'm separating those just because it's just easier to play it really cleanly in tune, and I would rather have it in tune than have, you know, this. That's quite a difficult chord to get in tune. So if you're really confident about playing it in tune, absolutely play both notes, but no shame in just playing one note with a really clean sound, especially that bit. So very much in the upper half. And then a little break there. Be very careful not to get louder there. I think I did something funny with the rhythm. So break, here again, fast, and then slow. And then another break. And then this is not really strictly in time, it's just bam, brum, almost on the beat, quite quickly. Think of it like a grace note appoggiatura before the beat, really. And very, very articulate with the left hand. Not like that. And then off the string at the heel. Yeah, and then the ending, also very careful. It's never 19th century music, yes. 19th century renditions of classical music, probably also, yes. It's a light, it's a going away, which is why it's an up bow, actually. Sorry. So you can do a very light thing at the end and just let the bow come off the string, and then the piano comes in. Thank you very much for joining. Do comment in the comments below if this was useful, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers.